So in this video, I'm going to run through the Hexaflexercise, and for each different part of the practice, I will show which part of the underlying model it relates to. Okay, so let's start now. I invite you to sit up straight and let your shoulders drop and just gently push your feet into the floor. And just get a sense of the ground beneath you. And you can either fix your eyes on a spot in front of you or close them, whichever you prefer. Now I just want you to take a moment to notice how you're sitting. And notice how you're breathing. And notice what you can see. And just getting in touch with what you can hear as well. And notice what you can feel against your skin. And notice what you can taste or sense in your mouth. Now I'd like you to notice if you can smell anything or sense anything in your nostrils. And notice what you are feeling. And notice what you're thinking. And notice what you are doing. So there's a part of you in there that can notice everything you see, hear, touch, taste, smell, think and feel. And we don't have a good word for this part in everyday language, but sometimes we call it the observing self. But you don't have to call it that, you can call it whatever you like. And life is like a stage show, and on that stage are all your thoughts and feelings, and everything you can hear, touch, taste and smell. And the observing self is that part of you that can step back and watch the stage show. And you can focus in on any part of it, or you can step back and take it in all at once. Now, take a moment just to reflect on why you came here today. So there's something that matters to you, something that is important deep in your heart that motivated you to come here. Is it about improving your life, personal growth, learning new skills, building better relationships? Or it might be you want to improve things at work with your family or friends. Or maybe you want to improve your health or enhance your well-being. But just do a search deep inside your heart to clarify what values led you here today. And now, take a moment to reflect on how you got here today. So you didn't get here by magic, and you're only here because of committed action. So you might have had to organise the appointment, reschedule other things, invest time, effort, and energy to get here. And the chances are that getting here brought up some uncomfortable thoughts and feelings for you. And yet, here you are. And recognize that right now, in this moment, you're taking action. You're sitting in a chair and you're doing an exercise that might seem a bit odd or unusual. And you've probably got all sorts of thoughts whizzing through your head and all sorts of feelings passing through your body. And there's all sorts of things you could be doing right now that are much more fun than this, and yet here you are taking action to improve and enrich your life. Now, for the next few breaths, I'd like you to focus on emptying out your lungs. So push all the air out of them until there's no more left, and then just allow them to gently fill up, all by themselves. Really notice the breath. Notice it flowing in and it flowing out. And observe it as if you're a curious scientist who has never encountered breathing before. Notice how once the lungs are empty, they automatically fill up by themselves. You can take a deep breath in if you like to, but notice how there's no real need to do that. The breath just happens by itself. And for the next few moments, I'd like you just to keep your attention on your breath, observing it as it flows in and out. Now, you might find it hard to keep your focus on your breath because your mind is a master in storytelling. It will tell you all kinds of interesting things to grab your attention and pull you away from what you're doing. See if you can let those thoughts come and go as if they're merely passing cars. Just cars driving outside past your house, and keep your attention on your breath. Notice your breath flowing in and out, and your abdomen rising and falling. Notice the rise and the fall of your chest. Let your mind chatter away as if it's just a radio playing in the background. So don't try and turn it off. That's impossible. Not even Zen masters can do that. So just let it play on in the background and keep your attention on the breath. From time to time, your mind will succeed in distracting you. It will hook you with a good story and you'll lose track of your breathing. This is normal and natural, and it will happen repeatedly. The moment you realize this has happened, take a moment to note what's hooked you, and then gently refocus on your breathing. Again and again and again, you will drift off into your thoughts. This is normal and natural, and it happens to everyone. And as soon as you realize it, just gently acknowledge it and refocus on your breath. And as this exercise continues, the feelings and the sensations will change within your body. There might be pleasant feelings that show up, such as relaxation, feeling calm, peaceful, but there may be unpleasant ones, such as boredom, frustration, anxiety, or even backache. See if you can allow those feelings to be exactly as they are in this moment. And don't try to control your feelings, just let them be there, regardless of whether they are pleasant or unpleasant. And just keep your attention on your breathing. Again and again, you'll drift off into your thoughts. As soon as you realize it, acknowledge it and refocus on the breath. This is not a relaxation technique. You're not trying to relax. The aim is to let your feelings be as they are, to feel whatever you feel without a struggle. So if you're noticing a difficult feeling, you can silently say to yourself, here's a feeling of frustration, or here's a feeling of anxiety. Acknowledge it, it's there, and just keep your attention on your breath. So life is like a stage show, and on that stage are all your thoughts and feelings, and everything that you can see, hear, touch, taste, and smell. In this exercise, you dim the lights on the stage and you focused a spotlight on your breathing. And now it's time to bring up the rest of the lights. The breathing is happening inside the body. So now bring up the lights on the body. Sit up in the chair and notice your arms and your legs, head, neck, chest, and abdomen. And your body is inside a room. So now bring the lights up on the room around you. Look around and notice what you can see, hear, smell, taste and touch. And notice what you're feeling and what you're thinking. So there's part of you in there that can notice everything, what you see, hear, touch, taste, smell, think or feel, or do in any moment. And that brings the exercise to an end. So let's take a good stretch and bring the exercise to a close.